What's going on, guys? Welcome back to CS Coins. Today I'm going to be looking through a $half bag. Don't get to do those very often, so when I do, it's always a treat. I did see a couple silvers just looking at the bag from the outside. I don't think it's going to be a spectacular bag, but I also think we're going to find some cool stuff in here. I got a nickel bag on deck as well, so if there aren't a ton of finds, we'll crack into that and we'll make this a longer video. Definitely shooting for silver today, so hopefully we can get something good. And let's get into this bag. So scissors are always not very good at getting through the bag, but I'll get it open one way or another. See you guys on the first find. Pretty slow bag so far, but I got some profit here with a dollar coin. This one, I believe the date is going to be on the rim, 2008P. We got a James Monroe. Cool, I'll take it. Don't find dollar coins very often in these bags. I know there's at least some silver in here, but it is being really stubborn. Hopefully there's some friends. I'd like at least like 5 in this hunt. Got some more dollar action here. Let's see what we got. This one looks a bit more uncirculated. It might be newer. Andrew Jackson. And that is going to be a 2008D. Not bad. Keeping the profit coming here. Still without silver, but we do have a foreign here, 10 Colognes from Costa Rica, 1985. I don't know if I found this one yet. I've been doing pretty crazy with the foreigns lately. I'm just always finding new ones, but it's pretty cool. It's got a cool little shape to it. I'm pretty happy with that. It's about freaking time. Finally got some silvers popping out here. This one is a 67, 40%er. And I see another one right here. This one's a 68 Denver. It's got some nice gold toning on them. Hopefully there are more than 2. I'm really banking on there being some more at the bottom here. Looks like I've got another 40% Kennedy here. This one is a 68 Denver. Cool. I hope there are more in there. Actually, looks like we got one right there. 69 Denver. Awesome. That puts us at 4 for the hunt. Hopefully there's at least one more in here. 5 would be cool. I'm at the very bottom of the bag now, and just look at all this crap that's always at the bottom of the bags. It's pretty disgusting. But sometimes you'll find some good stuff. Like I found gold that one time, gold pendant. But there's just all sorts of crap in here. I don't even know what this is. All sorts of pokey stuff that can hurt you. I found glass and razor blades in my bags before. But look at all this multi-denominational change here. There's just all sorts of different coins in here. I probably lost some money on this bag, which is a bummer. And I don't think I'm going to find any more silver. So not the best bag, but at least I did get a little bit of silver here. I'm going to look through the rest of these, make sure there's nothing else good, and we will move on to the nickel bag. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Just wanted to do a quick wrap up here. I'd say this is probably around 10 bucks and change. That's not $half. I'm really hoping that I didn't get shorted a bunch of halves, because that could be a lot of money that I got screwed out of. But I did get a couple dollar coins, so that's a $1 profit right there between those two if I did lose some money. And then we got 4 silvers, 69 Denver, 68 Denver, 67 Philly, and a 68 Denver. Not the best haul. I've definitely done a lot better in $half bags, but at least I didn't get skunked. I have had a lot of skunk bags lately. We got the 10 Colognes from Costa Rica, 1985, and even a button. Not bad. So hopefully there's more silver or something good in the nickels. This, like I said, not my favorite $half hunt. I was hoping to do a little bit better. I drove quite a ways to get this bag. Still came away with Still came away with 4 silvers. I'm not too upset about that. It's nickel time, my friends. Hopefully this is a little bit better than the last bag. I haven't done nickels in quite a while, so I'm looking forward to this. I've been planning on doing a nickel bag for quite some time. I'd like to get into the nickels again pretty consistently. There's not a lot of profitable nickels, really. I mean, you could find buffaloes or war nickels in good shape and your occasional key date. But there's more plentiful finds in nickels, I'd say. Not as much value, but a lot more finds. So it always makes for a fun hunt. But let's get into it, see what we can do. Got my first keeper-worthy find here. It's going to be a 1947 Philadelphia. I'll take it. Looks like we've got a foreign here, and I'm hoping this one's silver. It looks kind of old. Let's see. 10 centavos. I don't think it's going to be too old. Yep, 2000, Guatemala. Man, I don't know why. I've just been finding a ton of foreigns I've never seen before lately. We've got that one I don't think I've ever found. And then the Costa Rica. I don't believe I found any of those either until today. So 2 new foreigns. That's pretty cool. Pretty exciting stuff there. Hopefully we get a war nickel or a buffalo pretty soon. I just uncovered this 47. And then I saw another old coin. Move some nickels around. It's another 47. So 3 47 so far. This one's a Denver. This one is a Philadelphia. So I'll add that to my other 47. 3 of them. It's always funny when you get the same date over and over again, but hey, I'll take it. It's a find. So I found this 41 here and I flipped it over. And I think we've got some kind of lamination error on the reverse on the Monticello building. It's pretty worn, but that does not look like damage to me. You'd probably be able to see it protruding on the obverse as well. So I think that's either a strike through or a lamination. I think I do see the remnants of a crack like going up the Monticello, so I think that's a lamination error. But either way, that's a pretty cool find. What are the odds of finding back-to-back lamination errors? It's a small one, but we have one right above the Monticello on this 1952 here. You can kind of see that crack in the right light. It is pretty small. There you go. You can probably see it there. That's pretty cool. I'll be holding on to that one. Not the best lamination crack I've ever found, but it's still an error and an old one at that, so I'm happy with it. Got a couple finds sitting in the pile here that I want to check out. This is going to be a foreign 2017 from Mexico. I don't know if that's a peso. I don't know much about their currency system, but I can't recall if I've ever found this one either. It might be another new foreign for me. I've found tons of foreigns over the last little over a year that I've been coin roll hunting. So it's hard to remember all of them. I probably have hundreds of foreign coins I found, but this one doesn't look too familiar to me. So 3rd foreign of the hunt. And we're also going to have a flattened penny right here. Let's take a look at that. I believe this is some Bible verse or prayer. I think I found these before. Yeah, it looks like the 10 Commandments, actually, now that I look at it. Looks like it was from a zinc penny. But I'll still take it. Another miscellaneous find. I've got another old Jefferson here. I think this is going to be number 5 from the 40s. And it's another 41. This one is a San Francisco. So it's only been 41s and 47s so far. I'd like to get somewhere in between and get in that war nickel range. Now, this kind of pissed me off. I thought it might have been an error penny upon first glance, but this is going to be some kind of funny money called ideal money. Not very ideal, to be honest with you guys. I don't know how this stuff gets mixed in. They spit out like Canadians and some kind of foreigns for these machines. I do not know how a piece of plastic can get through there. Beats me. I've already flipped this one, but it was reverse facing, and just seeing the reverse, I thought it was maybe a 70s or 80s nickel, but flipped it around and we got a 39. It's just in good shape. So that's pretty awesome. 2nd year Jefferson. Don't see any doubling on the Monticello, but we'll take that. It's the oldest find of the hunt. And there's another one right here. Saw that as I pulled out the new pile. Let's hope for a mint mark. And it's a Philly, and I don't see any doubling, but 239s in one pile. I haven't even really started sifting it. I'm pretty happy with that. 39s have been on fire lately. I'm on the next pile now. And we've got a 39 Philly here. I don't think I see any doubling, but let's take a closer look. Yeah, I don't believe there's going to be any doubling on that. It kind of looked like it because of some damage, but I think that is just a regular old 39. I'll still take it though. I just popped out this 47. This one's going to be a Philly. Man, I'm really slow on the good finds here. I'm hoping that there is something good like a war nickel or a buffalo. Typically I'd have a pretty good find by now, but just all pretty common 40s and 30s Jefferson so far. Just gonna go ahead and take a look at this one live. I have not looked at the obverse, but it's a pretty good looking reverse with a D mint mark. I doubt we will have a key date here, but it's worth checking. It's just 55. I looked a lot older than that. I was hoping for a 38 or a 39D. I won't hold on to this one, but it's a good sign, I guess. There are quite a few 50s nickels in here. Wow, I did not see this one coming, guys. This is a beautiful 1940. And if it weren't for a scuff on the left side, this would have full steps. There's going to be a scratch though going across all the steps, and if there's anything in the way blocking off any of those steps so they're not completely full horizontally, it's not considered full steps. So without that gouge, I'd probably have a full steps 1940 nickel here. It's still probably, I would say, in mint state condition, just because like you don't see 40s nickels with steps like that very often. That's pretty amazing. Unfortunately, you know, without the full steps, it's not worth as much, but still might be worth a couple bucks. I definitely will be holding on to it. It is probably the find of the hunt so far. I've got one of the crappiest looking old nickels I've ever found right here. This one is going to be a 41 Philly. I'm not sure what happened to this one, but it looks pretty sickly. But it's still a find. I guess I'll take it. Looks like we've got a 49 right here. And it looks like Jefferson's got a mustache. He looks like a pretty bad historical figure with that mustache. Let's see if he's got an S though. If it's an S mint mark, it's going to be a semi-key date. Unfortunately, it's just a Denver, but it's still a find. Hopefully we can get a good one. This has been a pretty pathetic bag so far. Got a super beat up 1940 here, but it's still a find. This has been a pretty terrible bag, so I'm happy to have any finds at this point. It looks like we got some older reverses too, so we'll check these out. 41 Denver, and it looks like got a 1940 right there. That one's gonna be a Philly. All right, I'm getting close to the very end of the bag, but I'll show you guys if anything else pops up. Just pulled this 49 Denver. If that was a San Francisco, we'd have a semi-key, so that's a bit of a bummer, but it is still another find. I will take it, even though I wish I was taking a war nickel or a buffalo. I've got a beautiful 71D here. This one looks like it may have been in a mint set or something. It's got some nice toning on it, and I see a few steps on the back. It does look like there are some marks on there, so I don't know if that would, I don't think that would be full steps, but it's still a very nice nickel, and I will be holding on to it. We've got back-to-back Blazers here. I typically do not keep my 90s nickels, but this one, as you can see, has full steps. So I'm going to pull that one aside. It does have some scratches, so I don't know if PCGS would designate it full steps, but still a really nice nickel. All right, I'm at the very bottom of the bag here, and I got a couple more finds, I think. I got a 41 Philly. I've got a really old looking reverse here, so we'll check that one out. 1940. So I got a pretty good pile of old nickels there, but nothing too special. I did get another nickel bag today, because it has been a few days since I got that other nickel bag. So I think I'm going to go through that, try to make this a little bit more exciting of a video. We did get 4 silver halves, but I'd like to get some more nickels or buffaloes, so we'll keep it going. What's happening, everyone? I hope everyone's doing good. We've got another nickel bag here, and I'm excited to get into this. The last nickel bag I looked through was not my favorite, did not find a lot of stuff, so hopefully we can get on something good. Hopefully there are some silver coins in here, some more nickels, or buffaloes would be cool too. So let's tear into this bag and see what we can come up with. So I hadn't filmed any of this because I was kind of planning on just abandoning this video. I really haven't been doing that well with the nickels, but I'll just run through some of these finds here. This may have lamination cracks. It's a 1942 Philly non-war nickel. And I've just got various 40s in here. I got a 39, nothing special there. This 46 was pretty nice. Pretty great detail on that one, obverse and reverse. Another 42 plain. No silver, nothing too great. I got a potential Black Beauty. I'm not sure on this one. On your 1959 nickels, there was a improper annealing error, which means that the nickels were pretty much, the planchets were like baked for too long before the coin was stamped, which pretty much like burned them. This to me, I'm not sure if it's tarnish or if it's actually a Black Beauty, but this is kind of what they look like. They're a black color, they're like kind of shiny. I'm kind of torn because I see some silver coloring. I don't know if it's just tarnish on this one, but that is the year you want to look for. This would be what you would want to see, so kind of unsure on that one. Anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a little recap because I found something that's gonna make this video a little more exciting. Got a Buffalo nickel here, pretty scratched up on the obverse, but it's a 1935 Philadelphia. Always love finding Buffalo nickels. It's been a long time since I found one, especially in a bag. They do not like showing up in bags very often, so I'm really happy about that, and that's gonna keep the video going. I'm pretty happy to see it, and there's a decent chance of something else in the bag now that I know there's at least a Buffalo in here. There's a chance for war nickels or another one, so we will see what we can find. Right after finding the Buffalo, I just uncovered another old nickel. This doesn't look like a war nickel to me. I think it's just a regular 42, and I'm right, that's a bummer. Actually, this one has got, let me zoom in, pretty cool lamination crack. I don't know why I've been finding so many lamination errors with nickels lately, but you can see down by the S down there going all the way up into the Monticello building. It's in really rough shape, but there's also something going on with the nose there. I don't know if there's a DDO for this year, but it looks like his nose is kind of doubled there. That could be just damage, I'm not sure. I think it is damage, honestly, but that's cool. That's definitely a lamination crack error, and that's a really nice one at that. That's one of the better ones I've found. Just a really long, nice sized crack. So another cool find, back to back, really good finds. I think this bag's starting to be a little more fruitful. Got a pretty beat up 39 here. Looks like it's been to hell and back. No mint mark, of course, and I do not see any doubling for that DDR. Always want to look on your 39s. They're supposed to be doubled Monticello. I don't see it, but we'll take that. And got another old looking one peeking out here. We'll see what that is. 47 Philadelphia. We sure do have a lot of finds, just nothing crazy yet other than that Buffalo nickel. Like I said, hopefully, I would imagine there should be something else good in here, just because, I mean, I've been through a lot of nickels, and like I haven't found a war nickel in quite some time, so I'm looking for a war nickel for sure, but I'll take what I can get. So I'm going through a bag of nickels right now, just searching through them, looking for good stuff, and I came across this one. It's going to be a 1942, no mint mark on the reverse, so no war nickel. You would see a big one up here, but check this out. This one's got some cool lamination cracks. If you look down there by the S and States going all the way up into the building there, that's a crack in the actual coin. There's also a little bit of that going on right there. So for those that don't know what a lamination crack is, I find them a lot in older coins, like a lot of 40s coins. I find them, especially nickels. They seem to be somewhat common in nickels, but a lamination crack is an error caused by, so when the planchet, which is the metal disc made for the coin, is being made, sometimes dust will get into it while it's still like not solid yet. And when that dust gets in there and the coin hardens, it will cause it to crack like this. So pretty cool stuff right there. Got a couple foreigns I wanted to show you guys. We've got a 2004, I believe that's just gonna be 1 peso. I don't know what, again, I don't know much about Mexican coinage. The only foreign coins I know a little bit about are Canadians. Everything else is pretty foreign to me, I guess you could say. But this one is, I mean, for 2004, this thing's in pretty amazing shape. And it's a cool coin design. I really like it. So I'm happy with that one. We'll add that to the keepers. And got another one right here. This one is Cayman Islands. That's got to be a new one. I don't think I've ever found one of these. It's got a turtle surfacing in the water, it looks like. And this looks like it's worth 10 cents or whatever their denomination is over there. It's a pretty cool find. It's too bad it's not silver. It's got that rated edge. But 2 foreigns. I will take that. Hopefully there is something else cool in here. I think we should be able to at least get some more finds. Actually, this looks like a pretty old reverse, so we might as well see what this is. 1940. You always wish it was a year earlier, 2 years earlier to get the key date. It never happens. I've only found one 39 key date. I believe it was a 39S. Still looking for that 39D. I'll take it though. Got a flattened penny here. This one looks to be copper. Usually you can tell if they are zinc. You can see the zinc in there. This looks entirely copper though. And it is going to be a Disney flattened penny. Pretty far away from home. I'll still take it though. They show up in bags from time to time. It's always interesting to see where they're going to be from or what they're going to be. There's so many of those designs. I used to collect these when I was little. I just that's probably where I got my obsession with coins. I don't know. Probably played into it a little bit. We'll take it. Another 40s find just popped up. A 1946 Philadelphia nickel. Man, all these 40s nickels and none of them are silver. What a bummer. And this one is not a semi-key either. You're looking for that 49S for the semi-key. Kind of a bittersweet find there. I've got a couple old ones in sight here. 1947 Denver, got some green crust on the back. And this one is going to be a 1940 Philadelphia. Looks like this bag is giving me quantity over quality. I almost mixed it up there. Got a strange looking foreign right here. I've definitely never seen this before. It looks like it's from the 90s though. I believe that is the Queen Elizabeth portrait they were using in the 90s. Let's see what it is. Yep, 1993, 20 pence. That's a pretty cool coin. I've definitely never seen that. Got some kind of flower wearing a crown with thorns on it. That is bizarre. I don't know what country that's from. I'm assuming Britain. I know they use pence over there. They did. That's cool though. That is definitely my favorite foreign of the day. Looks like we've got another 20 pence here. This one's a decade older though, at 83. And we've got an older portrait of Elizabeth II. So that's another cool one. I wish I could find a really old one that was silver. I don't even know if they made these in silver. Probably not, but those are cool coins for sure. Got a couple more 40s finds here. Still not finding that war nickel, but we got a 49. This one's a Denver. Unfortunately, doesn't have that S mint mark. And right here we've got a 46. Let's see what's going on with that. Nothing. It's a Philly. Ton of finds in this bag, but nothing too good, honestly. The Buffalo nickels are always nice, but this one's not in the best shape. At least that has a date, but pretty upsetting nickel hunt. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I'm glad to be looking through nickels again. It's been a while. We're gonna have one more find here, and it's gonna be a piece of glass. Almost gave me stitches. What a find that would have been. I have been stabbed by glass in these bags before. Me and my buddy Jake have uncovered razor blades, just all sorts of horrible things. So always got to be careful when you're looking through these. I'm glad I didn't get poked. Just wanted to show the final pile from that last hunt. I'll go into these in detail in the wrap up, but we did get a ton of finds, even though there wasn't anything too exciting. This was fun to find, but other than that, not the greatest nickel hunt I've ever done. But like I said, you can't go wrong with this many finds. That is a lot of old nickels. So I'm gonna do a final wrap up with all the finds from this video, and I'll see you back for that soon. Even though these bags didn't give me the best finds, I sure did get a lot of them. So I was happy with it. there's not going to be amazing coins in every single bag. Like, not every hunt is going to be great. I've been doing amazing lately, so I needed a couple bags to calm down a little bit, I think. But with the halves, we secured 4 40% silvers, 68D, 68D, 67, and a 69 right there. Bunch of foreigns. We got a 10 centavos. Believe that is from Guatemala, 2000. We did get 2 Mexican coins, a 2017 and a 2004, which is actually in much better shape than the 2017. 2 of these 20 pence coins, an 83 with this portrait of Elizabeth II, and then this was a 93 with an updated version of the Queen Elizabeth II bust. We've got a 10 something coin from Cayman Islands. I don't know what denomination that is. And we have also got a 1985 Costa Rica 10 clones. Lots of cool foreigns this hunt. That was something a little bit unexpected. I haven't found a good chunk of these foreigns ever, and it's pretty cool when they do show up. You just don't even know what you're looking at. $2 coins, Andrew Jackson and James Monroe. We've got that Buffalo 35. The potential Black Beauty nickel from 1959. I'm really on the fence with this one. I don't know. I mean, to me, it doesn't look as clear as some of the other Black Beauties I've found, but also, like, this stuff isn't rubbing off. It doesn't seem like it's just some kind of patina. I'll zoom in a little more for these. We've got a lot of lamination cracks here. This one on the, sorry for my bad camera skills. This one on the 1942. It's probably the best one. You've got some lamination defects on the end there of the Monticello building and some going up through the middle of it. That one was awesome. We've got some on the obverse of this 1942. You can see it going across Jefferson's neck there. This one, let's take a look and see where that was. Got some cracks up here by the Monticello. Nothing too severe on that one. I believe that was a 52. Yep. These older nickels tend to have a lot of lamination issues. And then this one, you can see the crack kind of in the same spot as the 42 over here. There's a crack running along his neck. Not too crazy of a lamination crack on that one either. So that is going to be it for the error finds. As far as the regular old Jefferson nickels, we've got, I didn't even bother to count these yet, 6, 8, 9, 18, 27, 36, over 40 of them between the errors and these. Then on to these, I found a few. So we've got a 71D that has pretty close to full steps on the reverse. It might have full steps. There are some little dings on there, but that's just a really nice shaped coin. It's a beautiful one. And then I got a bunch of 90s nickels that have full steps. I'll just show you one of them here. Nothing in the way of the steps. Oh my God. Now it doesn't have full steps. But there's nothing in the way of the steps. My camera would focus better. You'd be able to see them all pretty clearly. But that is going to be on each of these 90s nickels down here. That was pretty awesome. Always want to look for full steps. That's like the best you can find with nickels. And then we have a 1940 right here that it's also pushing full steps. I don't know if that would get it, but it's pretty dang close. You don't find 40s nickels like that very often at all. And then, of course, we got the 2 flattened pennies. We got the Lord's Prayer, or the 10 Commandments, or whatever. And a Disney Mickey Mouse kicking a soccer ball. So that was a pretty eventful hunt, even though the finds, like I said, could be better. I'd like to thank everyone for sticking around and watching this one. You got to be with me through the tough times and the good times some of the time here, but thanks again, guys. I hope everyone has a good one. And if you're new to the channel, you like the video, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be making a lot better videos than this in the future with a lot more exciting finds. So stick around, guys. I'll see you later.